In our last category, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I would like to have our first contestant, Gabby Castillo, come forward.
You're Unique by Alan Stewart. You're different, you're special, but maybe you don't feel like that. Have you ever found yourself standing in the middle of a crowd? You look around, and you can't see anyone you know, and you're sure that no one in the crowd knows you. You've had that feeling, haven't you? When you're standing in the middle of the crowd, you have a strong feeling that no one even knows you exist. And just at that moment, you probably also feel like there's nothing special about you at all. You're just another person, another person. Well, that's not an unusual feeling to have. You're not the first person to feel that way. But you're wrong. I can guarantee it. You're not just another face in the crowd. Like I said a moment ago, you are unique. You're different. There's no one else in the world exactly like you. Eyes can be used for identification, just like fingerprints, because every eye in the world is different. One doctor in the United States made a study of what's inside people, and he discovered that even your stomach is different from everyone else's. No two are the exact same size or shape. Then there's your heart. It's different too. Now, two people in the world have hearts the exact same size or shape. So you see, you're different. You're special. No one, anyone, is exactly like you. If you were to go to a factory, you could stand beside an assembly line and watch cans of beans, or something like that, come along and prepare. The cans would all be the exact same size, the same shape. They would each have the same label. Every can would be the same as the one next to it. But you're not like that. You didn't come from a factory assembly line. You're one of a kind. But what difference does that really make? Does it make you feel a little bit better about yourself? Perhaps. But is that enough? Maybe you're thinking, so what? Being different doesn't mean that I'm any worse or any better than anyone else I know. I'm just different. You're probably right. But being different, being unique, does this. So many people these days feel like they're nothing more than a number on a computer program, somewhere in the government file. But God says you're more than that. You're a special design. You remain special. Because that is the way God created you. You're different. You're not just a number. Because you're different, you are important. Maybe not important to the government. Maybe not important to those other people standing around you in the crowd. But you're important to God. Because He is the one who designed you. He is the one who made you different. He is the one who made you. And that's something worth thinking about.
Our next contestant is Jack Furman.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, by Ronald Reagan. In the 1950s, Khrushchev predicted, "We will bury you." But in the West today, we see a free world that has achieved a level of prosperity and well-being unprecedented in all human history. In the communist world, we see failure, technological backwardness, declining standards of health, even want of the most basic kind, too little food. Even today, the Soviet Union still cannot feed itself. And after these 4 decades, there stands before the entire world one great and inescapable conclusion. Freedom leads to prosperity. Freedom replaces the ancient hatreds among nations with comity and peace. Freedom is the victor. Now the Soviets themselves may, in a limited way, have become to understand the importance of freedom. We hear much from Moscow about a new policy of reform and openness. Some political prisoners have been released. Certain foreign news broadcasts are no longer being jammed. Some economic enterprises have been permitted to operate with greater freedom from state control. Are these the beginnings of a new, profound Soviet state, or are they token gestures intended to raise false hopes in the West, or to strengthen the Soviet system without changing it? We welcome change and openness, for we believe that freedom and security go together, that the advance of human liberty can only strengthen the cause of world peace. There is one sign the Soviets could make that would be unmistakable, that would advance dramatically the cause of freedom and peace. General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And our next contestant is Ryan Langevin.
Deep inside, author unknown. Standing on the beach, sand between my toes. What lies in my future? Who will come and go? The sun beams down upon me as I raise my head and look at the vast ocean before me, its size which I mistook. I feel so insignificant compared to this great expanse. What difference can it make? Will I even be given a chance? I realized then, while standing there, that all I have to do is listen to my heart, and it will pull me through. For strength and inspiration are not material things. They come from deep inside you. They give your soul its wings. So whenever you're in doubt, and you begin to stray, take a look down deep inside, and the answer will come your way. For if you only believe in yourself, you can make your dreams come true. No one else can do it. The power must come from you.
Our next contestant is Isabella Serrano.
Piano Blues by W.H. Auden. Stop all the clocks. Cut off the telephone. Prevent the dog from barking with the juicy teeth. Silence the pianos. And those muffled drum. Bring out the coffin. Let the mourners come. Let airplanes circle, moaning overhead, scribbling on the sky a message. He is dead. Put crape bows round the white necks of the public doves. Let traffic policemen wear welcoming gloves. He was my north, my south, my east and west, my weekday work and my Sunday rest, my noon, my midnight, my talk, my song. I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong. The stars are not wanted now. Put out everyone. Pack the moon and dismantle the sun. Pour away the ocean and sweep up the wood. For nothing now can ever come to any good.
Our next contestant is Seth Gonzalez.
Commencement Address by Paul Hawken. Ralph Waldo Emerson once asked what we would do if the stars came out once every 1,000 years. No one would sleep that night, of course. The world would become religious overnight. We would become ecstatic, delirious, rapturous by the glory of God. Instead, the stars come out every night, and we watch television. This extraordinary time, we are globally aware of each other and the multiple dangers that threaten civilization have never happened. Not in 1,000 years, not in 10,000 years. Each of us is as complex and beautiful as the stars in the universe. You have done great things, but have gone off course in terms of honoring creation. You are graduating to the most amazing, challenging, stupefying challenge to ever be bequested to any generation. Generations before you failed. They didn't stay up all night. They got distracted and lost sight of the fact that life is a miracle. Every moment of your existence. Nature beckons you to be on her side. You couldn't ask for a better boss. The most unrealistic person in the world is the cynic, not the dreamer. Hopefulness only makes sense to be hopeful, and it doesn't make sense to be hopeful. This is your century. Take it and run as if your life depended on it.
Our next contestant is Samantha Laughlin.
Monologue from Beauty and the Beast. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, a young prince lived in a shining castle. Although he had everything his heart desired, the prince was spoiled, selfish, and unkind. But then, one winter's night, an old beggar woman came to the castle and offered him a single rose in return for shelter from the bitter cold. Repulsed by her haggard appearance, the prince sneered at the gift and turned the old woman away. But she warned him not to be deceived by appearances, for beauty is found within. And when he dismissed her again, the old woman's ugliness melted away to reveal a beautiful enchantress. The prince tried to apologize, but it was too late, for she had seen that there was no love in his heart. And as punishment, she transformed him into a hideous beast and placed a powerful spell on the castle and all who lived there. Ashamed of his monstrous form, the beast concealed himself inside his castle with a magic mirror as his only window to the outside world. The rose she had offered was truly an enchanted rose, which would bloom for many years. If he learned to love another and earn her love in return by the time the last petal fell, then the spell would be broken. If not, he would be doomed to remain a beast for all time. As the years passed, he fell into despair and lost all hope, for who could ever learn to love a beast?
Our next contestant is Taylor Campbell.
Queen Elizabeth II's speech on the death of Princess Diana. Since last Sunday's dreadful news, we have seen throughout Britain and around the world an overwhelming expression of sadness at Diana's death. We have all been trying in our different ways to cope. It is not easy to express a sense of loss, since the initial shock is often succeeded by a mixture of other feelings: disbelief, incomprehension, anger, and concern for those who remain. We have all felt these feelings in these last few days. So what I say to you now, as your queen and as a grandmother, I say from my heart. First, I want to pay tribute to Diana myself. She was an exceptional and gifted human being. In good times and bad, she never lost her capacity to smile and laugh, nor to inspire others with her warmth and kindness. I admired and respected her for her energy and commitment to others, and especially her devotion to her two boys. This week at Balmoral, we have all been trying to help William, and Harry come to terms with the devastating loss that they and the rest of us have suffered. No one who knew Diana will ever forget her. Millions of others who never met her but felt they knew her will remember her. I, for one, believe there are lessons to be drawn from her life and the devastating and moving reaction to her death. I share in your determination to cherish her memory. This is also an opportunity for me, on behalf of my family, especially Prince Charles, William, and Harry, to thank all of you who brought flowers, sent messages, and paid your respects in so many ways to a remarkable person. These acts of kindness have been a huge source of help and comfort. Our thoughts are also with Diana's family and the families of those who died with her. I know that they too have drawn strength from what has happened since last weekend, as they seek to heal their sorrow and face the future without a loved one. I hope that tomorrow we can all, wherever we are, join in expressing our grief at Diana's loss and gratitude for her all too short life. It is a chance to show the whole world the British nation united in grief and respect. May those who died rest in peace, and may we, each and every one of us, thank God for someone who made many, many people happy. And happy anniversary to Queen Elizabeth II on 65 years of marriage.
Our next contestant is Quinn McGann.
If You Forget Me by Pablo Neruda. I want you to know one thing. You know how this is. If I look at the crystal moon, at the red branch of slow autumn at my window, if I touch near the fire, the impalpable ash, or the wrinkled body of the log, everything carries me to you, as if everything that exists, aromas, light, metals, were little boats that sail toward those isles of yours that wait for me. Well, now, if little by little you stop loving me, then I shall stop loving you little by little. If suddenly you forget me, do not look for me, for I shall have already forgotten you. If you think, long and mad, the wind of banners that passes through my life, and you decide to leave me at the shore of the heart where I have roots, remember that on that day, at that hour, I shall lift my arms, and my roots will set off to seek another land. But if each day, each hour, you feel you are destined for me with implicable sweetness, if each day a flower climbs up to your lips to seek me, ah, my love, ah, my own, in me that fire is repeated. In me, nothing is extinguished or forgotten. My love feeds on your love, beloved, and as long as you live, it shall be in your arms, without leaving mine.
And our final contestant today is Joe McGrath.
Ode to Charlie Women 1 by PFC W. Jackson Jr. As brother warriors of America, from the land of the golden eagle sun, we gathered as U.S. Marines under the crest of the red triple ones. Across the Pacific Sea to Vietnam we were sent, to fight in a foreign land. Ours was not to question why, but to defend and protect the cause of freedom and boldly make a stand. As we fought and lost our brothers while in the chilling cold of night, and under the heat of the enemy's sun. Our spirits would not be broken, and we would not be undone. For we were Marine Corps Infantry, part of the 1st Division, 1st Regiment, known as C Company 1 and 1. First of the first, ready to fight, and the best of America's sons. We stand proud of our tradition. We stand proud of what we've done. Our bond of brotherhood is forever, eternally strong. For we are the brotherhood that is Charlie 1 and 1. Here's to our brothers here's to our brothers and corpsmen that fell at our side. A proud to salute to our commanding officers who fell at our side, under the gun. Here's to all who served the Charlie 1 and 1.
And I see that our accounting firm has come from the back room, so let's give our accounting firm a round of applause also. Come on guys, come forward. You know those mathematicians, they don't like to be in the long run. Thank you very much, guys. Our third place winner for 5th, 6th, 7th grade middle school is Mr. Ryan Langevin. Our second place winner in middle school is Samantha Laughlin. And our first place winner. Should we announce the first place winner, do you think? Our first place winner in middle school is Taylor. Can I have the rest of our middle school participants come forward, please? Let's give them all a big round of applause.